It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday night.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But, Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's taken in by Achane. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Now Tua. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Third and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Commanders' first down.
Back-to-back 3 and outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Tua, gonna give it to Achane. Achane, a 1st down, and then some. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Man in motion is Berrios. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. To throw is Tua. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tua. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
That is caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. To the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 9. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tua. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So we've reached halftime here. It has been an entertaining first half. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This taken around the 11. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's caught by Eckler. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
To the air again is Daniel. He finds the veteran Earth for just a couple. Second down and 8. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The Commanders set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock them back to the 7.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Once again, it's Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
You see the first down pickup there by Luke McCaffrey, and certainly a name a lot of NFL fans are going to recognize. Obviously the son of Ed McCaffrey, the brother of Christian. And his ability to really work in traffic, make difficult, contested catches. He's going to have to earn some of these opportunities. He had 11 games with at least one receiving touchdown. That led all college football last year at Rice. I think this is a young player that's going to surprise a lot of people and maybe surpass some expectations some of the folks on the outside maybe have placed on him.
Daniels gonna throw again. Back over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. He's gonna run and bring him down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A run out of the gun with Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to connect on the comeback, but I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that one.
He will have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll throw with Daniels. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
2 and out on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one brought in by Berrios. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first down. Again, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Now, on 2nd and long. Man in motion is Berrios. Off play action, it's Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned station of the NFL on EA Sports.